Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm doing a little bit of NAVIONICS card organization. I also have some SD cards that have like waypoints and all that stuff on it. And so I just kind of wanted to show you guys what I go through to kind of organize this. And first off, my workspace here, not very organized. There's a lot going on. Everything from venison meat sticks to chatterbaits, but we've got a big pile of SD cards here that we're going through. A lot of them just got mixed up from last season. They're just, I used to keep them in this little binder here. And the biggest struggle with a binder like this is that it doesn't keep the moisture out, number one. And I mean, as you can see, I've got way too many cards, and it's just really hard for me to keep everything organized in this little binder. So we're switching it up this year as far as how we're going to organize our cards. Right now, I'm on the NAVIONICS chart installer app on my computer to plug everything in, make sure that I'm updating all of the cards, and also some of my cards like the Platinum Plus cards from last year. I want to go ahead and choose the overlay that I want to use, which is usually relief shading. I really like the relief shading a lot. And so I'm going through each of these cards, making sure that I know what they are, because a lot of them are unlabeled. It's really hard to label the micro SD cards. And so I'm going through everything on my computer, figuring out which one goes to which, adapter card, because essentially, these big cards are just adapters for the micro SD that slip in the back of them, and they're just all disorganized. But what I ended up doing is this year, I'm changing it up, like I said, for my primary cards. So like for the cards that I've got in the boat at all times, I'm actually going to be using this waterproof SD card case. Found this on Amazon. I've already got one for my other SD cards for like filming and stuff, but I ended up getting another one for my NAVIONICS cards, okay? Because I just want to keep the moisture out. That's one of the biggest, killers of SD cards is moisture, So gonna put my A team, the ones that I'm definitely gonna just keep in the boat in here. All the rest of them, what I started doing is, again, went to Amazon and ended up getting these card cases. They come in a big bundle. It wasn't very expensive at all. It was probably only like $10 for like 50 of them or something like that. But ended up getting these. This particular case has the micro SD and the regular size SD cards, the adapter, spot for both of those. So I'm just going through. These are great because you can label the box, and you can also, they're fairly water resistant, so you can throw them in your truck, your boat, wherever you need to keep them. You can keep them, and it'll keep these cards pretty pretty protected. And they're also great if you have any buddies that need to borrow a NAVIONICS card, which, believe it or not, that happens to me a lot. You can actually use these, to make sure that they keep them nice and organized and protected. But yeah, that is the kind of the process I'm going through right now. So for instance, I'll go ahead and show you guys the process that I'm going through. So we've got the micro SD card here. I'm not sure exactly which one this belongs to. We're gonna plug this in. It's gonna be hard with one hand, but we're plugging it in to the chart installer. And the chart installer, by the way, is a app that you download from NAVIONICS. And it stays on your computer until you need to update it. And so you just essentially plug in your card. That one did not take. All right, there we go. Plug in your card. It's thinking. Okay, so this one right here, this is a Platinum Plus card, and it looks like they need to update something on it. So a little fix there. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. That'll go through really quick. And from there, it's going to show you which card you're looking at. So this is the Platinum Plus US South. Okay, so you see the region there, and you got all these different options. Like for this one, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna update the sonar chart data, the nautical chart data, and let's just go ahead and do the community edits too, because it's a very small amount of data. So other than that, we're also going to do the relief shading. And what happens here is you get to choose the region that you want the relief shading. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Lake Eufaula over here, right down there. And we're gonna get the relief shading overlay for Lake Eufaula, because that's where I'm going next. And then I go ahead and start. And so that's gonna take some time. Depending on how many updates it has, it's gonna take quite a bit of time. So, but that's essentially what I'm going to be doing for each of these cards. Some of them are going to take longer than others. Some of them, invariably in this pile, I've got cards that don't have an active subscription. So I just want to figure out exactly, what card goes with which adapter, and then go ahead and put them in my little, plastic cases, and, put them away. And wait until I need them. But anyways, guys, that is the process that I go through with my Navionics cards. Usually quarterly, I tend to get a little bit messy with my card organization after a couple months. So I usually do it quarterly, but this is something I haven't done in about a year. So all last season I did not sit and organize these. So for this first event on the Opens, I want to make sure I go through everything. But anyways, guys, that is my process for organizing and updating all my Navionics cards. If you guys have any questions, drop a comment below, but also make sure you check out the Navionics cards that are available to you on bassboatelectronics.com. They've got a bunch of the new cards available on the website. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I'm going to see you out on the water as soon as it's finished updating.